friend, he's a doctor, and guess what? He only, I have a friend.
We're meeting common ground here.
They're calling their doctors for their medicine refills. They're not coming to.
That's our own.
I don't know why you're yelling at me.
Yelling at you, girl. You, man.
Oh my gosh.
We just got up in our feelings for a second.
Why aren't you home relaxing, getting ready for all your hundreds of patients tomorrow? Why aren't you?
And the federal government that should be at home. I understand that. They should not be getting paid just like you're not. I have no problem with that. Furlough the unessential people, but you guys need me.
We do. Yes, we
Thank
do.
you.
Yeah, but we don't need you to. We don't need you to protest.
Okay, have you seen my roots? Yes, we need a hair cutter.
We know. I got my scissors right here. I have my scissors.
We'll be all right, sister.
My building, and there's nobody there. That building right there.
The only people who work in my family are me and my son, who works at a hospital. Because I want to understand the thinking behind all of this. Because there's one girl across the street who's protesting. She wants to drink in a bar. That is not essential. That is not important. Her drinking in a bar. I know, but she speaks for other people when she's standing on a corner with a sign. At some point, instead of opening the economy, somebody's yelling, "We need to travel." Look around you, Newport Beach. Are we messing up your travel plans? Come on. There are other things more important than whether or not you get to go to Europe this summer. You know, that's what I'm saying.
Oh no, I have another rally to go to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll join you.
Oh, I hope not.
Hold on.
Don't bring your energy, honey bunny.
Kristin Baju. It's Kristin.
Why you're here?
I'm a nurse practitioner in emergency medicine in a couple of different hospitals, both in Orange County and Riverside County. And we're seeing a lot of very sick people. And I came to this place to find out what is so important to my community that they would hold a protest, basically demanding that the government stop the stay-at-home orders and find out, you know, what kind of people are here? Who is my community?
And how have you been approached by you showing up here?
Well, at first I was ignored for a while until a lady across the street noticed that I was standing by myself. She brought her rather large flag over and was very hostile from the beginning. I asked her to keep her distance. She said it's a free country. So that's how my conversation started. I felt threatened. That's why I asked her to keep her distance. Not to mention, we're supposed to be staying 6 feet apart right now. But she immediately started quoting her rights. Well, it's my right to stand on a corner and find out what is going on. What she doesn't know about me is that I'm registered Republican. I've voted Republican in every political contest since 1988. I might be more like her than she realizes, but because I chose to wear my scrubs to identify myself as someone who works in a hospital and is in the COVID-19 coronavirus fight, I'm seen as an enemy who's keeping her at home. She's unable to sympathize with the fact, or unable to hear, that we're so much more the same than she knows. My husband is a personal trainer. He works with elderly people. His business has severely been cut. I have 2 daughters in food service, 1 daughter in retail, and they're out of work on unemployment. And my son is the only one besides me who is employed because he works in a hospital. So basically, you know, I'm just like anybody else here, feeling the impact of this. But unlike the rest of these people who say, oh, well, the hospitals are empty, I actually see that the hospitals are not empty. The parking lots are empty because we're restricting visitors for their own safety. The ERs are empty because people are finally taking care of their minor complaints at home, or they're taking advantage of telehealth, or, you know, they're phoning a friend. They're figuring out that maybe what their emergencies were in the past are not so emergent after all. Was that? Honestly, it's very frustrating. As a frontline worker in the emergency department, in general, on any good day, my experience with you is, thanks to efforts to speed up your visit, usually 3 hours or less. But the COVID patient is not that way. They're very complicated. They're alone. They're isolated. They consume all hands on deck. And it's very dramatic, and it's very scary when you're in the middle of it. When that person leaves, there's a great sense of relief and also doom. Who was at home that they left behind? Is everybody in their house sick? I work in a city where there are 5-6 people to rooms, you know, and it's very dangerous. So I wonder, you know, in the aftermath, what the people behind me don't see, they think doesn't exist.